What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we're going to be talking about the market in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So, it's been all but confirmed that Idols packs are coming tomorrow. It is all but confirmed. Like, everyone kind of, well, again, I predicted it because like we got them Christmas Eve last year, we get them Christmas week every year. The final Idols pack or 20th anniversary or Prime, whatever they're called every year, we do tend to get said card on Christmas week. So I have not have a feeling, it's like a 99.9% chance that there is going to be Idols cards. So I'm going to be talking about what different scenarios can happen and how the different scenarios are going to affect the market. This video is going to be titled something like market crash, and there's potential for it to happen, but there's also potential for the market to rise depending on what is in the packs. So like I said last week, like the market did crash. When retro packs came out, the market crashed, and the market actually picked up a little bit. Like, obviously, oh my god, I lost 100k on a Paul George. That's dumb. But, again, not this account. But, for example, like, guys like Cliff Hagan were down. He's actually dropped even further. But he dropped from, like, 70k to, like, 20-something k. Just want to check what Eddie Jones is right now. See his price. Like, Eddie Jones is still kind of stabilized. He was down at 60k at one stage last week. Like, everyone started selling. And I'm not entirely sure these type of cards are going to have a huge effect. But I think from right now until, I'm guessing this is all going to happen between now and the cards get released on MTDB. Or MTDB, 2KDB, and the cards in the database. There's a lot, like, I'm telling you, with Idols packs, and it happened last year with the two final primes. I don't remember what happened at Christmas because I wasn't really focusing on the market back then. But it happened both times, where the market changed long before the card was actually released. Because the only thing that's really going to be affected are these 5 cards right here. If, for example, there is a really, really good card in the VIP, like, for example, if they do, my prediction is that it's going to be Bird and McHale. That one of these is going to be McHale, the other one's going to be Bird. Probably Bird and McHale is the overall reward. And if that's the case, I'm telling you, McHale is going to be one of the best guys in the game. And Bird's going to be very, very good. But if, for example, we see a Kobe in these sets, then maybe people are going to be opening packs, looking to get packs for Kobe, and it will overall just completely crash everything. However, I don't think that's going to be the case. Like, I really don't. I don't see people really going out of their way to pick up whatever cards they have in the VIP because, again, we have so many good cards already. We didn't see a crash when Jordan was there. I think the only player that can crash non-Idols players in the entire market is Kobe. Because he's Kobe, I think he's the only one that can have any sort of effect. However, there's going to be a big effect with these 5 guys right here. So I just want to have a look to see what prices these are at right now. Okay, so they don't seem to have changed too much. There are people that are selling quite quickly. And I have a feeling these are the, from here on, these are the, like, they think it's going to be Shaq Brigade. So the prices don't seem to have changed too much over the last week or so. Like, we were looking at these packs, and there seems to be honestly more of the cards on the market than there was a week ago. But the prices are very, very similar. Maybe Manu's gone up a little bit. But one thing a lot of people are doing right now is they're investing. A lot of people that are buying these cards, no one's buying these cards right now. As good as Grand Hill is, no one right now, today, is buying Grand Hill to use. Everyone is buying one of these guys as an investment. So what I think is going to happen with these guys right here is it all depends on what the reward card is. This card here doesn't matter. Whoever the mystery player is does not matter in terms of the market. It really doesn't. People will buy packs. It goes, like, it'll drop for a little bit, it'll pike back up. Like, that happens every single time it's packs. I think Retro have had probably a big enough effect on the market that they've not necessarily crashed it, but they've had enough of an effect that it's overall brought the market down. Unless this mystery player is Kobe, it's not going to have an effect. Unless he's Kobe. But if he's Kobe, it means that the mystery player on the left. Sorry, I'm not the mystery player. Sorry, it's in the packs. The one that I have my cursor over right now. This mystery player here. Unless this is Kobe, it doesn't matter who it is. If it's anyone but Kobe, it doesn't matter. However, if it's Kobe, it means that this is Shaq. And what is likely going to be the case, and do not, if you see Shaq, start to sell, because that is as dumb as like listening to word for word what I say to do without thinking about what's best. Trust me, it's not good. I'm giving tips. I'm not always right. Do what you feel is best to do. Obviously, if you want to take what I say into consideration, be my guest, but do not take everything I say as gospel truth, because I'm wrong as often as I'm right with things like this. Actually, no, I'm probably right 60%, wrong 40%, which is still pretty good. As pretty good percentage, but I'm still wrong an awful lot. But the thing is, if this card is awful, what will happen is everyone will start on. No one's going to be locking in, and everyone will start to sell these cards. Everyone, the people that have 10 Grant Hills stocked up, expecting them to go way up in price. If this, for example, is a Shaquille O'Neal card that can't shoot the 3-ball, basically a Dwight Howard pink diamond with a shiny opal glow, everyone's going to sell and panic sell. Like if this card is bad, cause I'm trying to think who was bad last year. I mean, Karl Malone was okay. I'm going to say that KG in general wasn't great, but Oscar Robertson's so expensive. Like, none of them are that bad. But Chris Paul, for example. Loads of the cards went way down because Chris Paul was so bad 2 years ago. For example, if this card is bad, everyone's going to be selling all their Ginobilis. He's going to drop to 60k. I reckon Grant Hill will be 150k because there will be an abundance of them on the market. Dominique will be a buyout, and Kevin Durant, because of how good he is, Kevin Durant will still probably be about 300-ish k just because of the card itself. And Grant Hill will have a bit of value, but like Dominique's going to tank, Ginobili's going to tank, and then whoever the other mystery player is, literally all that matters is whether that player is good or not, what their value is. But the fact is that these cards have an extra perceived value. Not only do these have the value of how good they are in game, they also have the value for the fact that they are a lock-in. So normally, cards that are in a lock-in set are a lot more expensive. So for example, if the same card is in, if Michael Jordan was in Idol Series 1, he'd be double the price. What's he, 120k? He'd be at least 250k if he was in the Idol Series 1, not VIP. So that's the thing. However, if this card is really good, if this, for example, is a like god tier Kevin McHale, and I'm not talking about hype. Like, trust me, I'm not talking about hype, because the only people that are investing in all these cards and are locking in for these sets are the hardcores. The casual players might open a few packs. They might just they might open packs for their favorite player. They maybe the odd casual player, maybe 10 of them in the world will lock in. The main people that will lock in are the hardcore players, and the main people that are doing the investing, trying to work the market, are the hardcore players. So it doesn't matter what name the mystery player is, as long as the mystery player is good. So the mystery player is a Kevin McHale, who's basically a Dino Raja clone with range, who's an absolute god. You're going to see a bunch of people locking in, and also because people are going to want to lock in for the set, you're going to then see, for example, 3-4 Grant Hills in the market, unless there are super packs, which is potential as well. But you're going to see very, very few Grant Hills on the market, and they're all going to be way up in price because everything's always supply and demand. So if there's less of them, the demand is higher. Obviously, the price is going to go way up. Like, for example, last year, we had a very bad Rashard Lewis card that cost 1.7 million, up to 3 million at stages, basically because Kareem was a god. Like, Go Kareem was a lock-in set. Rashard Lewis was the rarest player in the set. He wasn't very good, but he cost so much because everyone wanted a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And if this is an incredibly good card, it can happen again. Another thing that I'm going to talk about a little bit that might actually happen is the Christmas code. One of these cards is going to, I'm calling it, one of these cards is going to be on the Christmas code, and it's not going to be Manu. It's not going to be Manu. It's going to be, I reckon it's going to be Dominique or Grant Hill is going to be in the Christmas code. I have a weird feeling one of them is going to be in the Christmas code, but that is just, again, that's just a hunch I have. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, and I do hope I'm wrong, because investors will, actually, to be fair, the investors make their profit, make their loss on the day. It's very rare it's very rare to hype for lock-in last longer than a day or two. So yeah, that is pretty much it. So what do I think is going to happen? To the overall market, almost nothing. Almost nothing. For the average player, very, very little. However, for the guys that have invested and have taken the risk in buying up a bunch of these cards, I think you're either going to make a massive profit or a massive loss. There's no getting out. If you wanted to break even, if you wanted to minimize the risk, you would have gotten out weeks ago of these investments. Investments for mystery player lock-in rewards are some of the riskiest investments that you can make in any 2K game. So may the odds actually no, I kind of want Grant Hill, who's going to be cheaper. I kind of want a chance at Kevin Durant. Actually, not really, but I kind of want Grant Hill. I want him to drop under 100k. So may the odds be forever not in your favor. Make this be a Shaq card. Let this be Shaq. Let this card be Kobe. And let it completely crash the market so I can buy a few cards. And also, I kind of want Grant Hill as well. So I'll be happier in that situation. And also, I don't have any fear of missing out by not locking in for a bad card. So that's honestly, from my position, what I just hope is the case. But for all the investors, just be aware. Just be aware. If you've invested in any of these cards to sell, you are either going to make a major profit or a major loss tomorrow. I don't see there being a situation where the market stays put on those cards. They're either going to shoot up or shoot down in price. No in between. For the rest of the market, I reckon unless Kobe comes, I think the market's going to be basically the exact same unless Kobe comes. If Kobe does come, then you know what, like, it's going to kind of affect the market. Maybe not long term, but it will affect the short term. But if Kobe doesn't come, the market is going to be the exact same. If not, it might actually go up a little bit. Cards might creep up in price because, let's be real, we're getting packs Saturday. And let me just have a look. Season of Giving. How many more of these do we need? We need 3 Season of Giving. One of them's going to be Saturday. The other one's going to be... I don't know, the other one's probably going to be Tuesday. Yeah, we're probably going to get packs then. But we're not going to get any proper packs until Thursday week when Retro are finished. So the market probably will creep back up unless it is a Kobe card. So anyway, that's the video. Just a little bit talking about what I think is going to happen with the market. Honestly, it's not going to be a major. It's not going to be a massive, massive market crash. However, just be aware, if you have invested in these, you are literally playing the lottery. And there is a 50% chance you're going to make a huge profit and a 50% chance you're going to make a huge loss. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.